This is Earth Waters with Howling at the Earth, aka the Hate Movement on YouTube, as well as howlingattheearth.com blog site. I'm here with...
What's up, man? It's your boy MoonDog38732 from the MoonDog38732 show on YouTube. Hey, man, watch the show, like the show, subscribe, share, and comment. At the same time, the merchandise for the site can be bought at the MoonDog38732 show, myshopify.com. The MoonDog38732 show, myshopify.com. And I also just launched my own blog site, the MoonDog38732show.com. The MoonDog38732show.com. I'm just an old business owner, starting from the bottom. Well, I'm gonna say start from scratch. And I'm just trying, help people out, man, put people on.
All right, so I know Earth Waters have heard a lot about the MoonDog38732 show. Tell us, who are you? Like, introduce yourself.
All right, here we go. I'm a native of Cleveland, Mississippi. That's where the 38732 show comes from. Or the 38732 is just a zip code, right? Back in the day, I may have been known as an educator on various levels. And the thing about the show is, I just tell stories of how these stories, people, places, and things made me into the person that I am today. So what I'm currently doing right now, I'm coming up with different platforms and different ways to get the information out there to get people to come in to this so-called situation that I got. I know some people are not well versed in certain things, so I'm going to use my platform, my 3 platforms that I currently have now, and I'm going to try to help people get over some of those hurdles in which they have, including public speaking.
What are the platforms that you mentioned?
I have my YouTube show, the MoonDog38732 show. I also have a Facebook page, the MoonDog38732 show. I also have this blog site, and I'm also doing these interviews on the show to help people get the word out about their own business.
Awesome. What is your profession at this time?
At this current moment, like I was saying earlier, I'm currently an educator. So you know what I'm saying? I'm here. I'm helping the youth do certain things and come to certain goals. And I'm also trying to educate older people, because a lot of times the older people are the ones that help pass down information to the younger people.
Okay. What is it about podcasting or writing and network building that have drawn you to them?
Well, remember I told you about the things that I do? The thing about podcasting is, it's really storytelling. My entire family, on both sides, they tell stories. But with my situation, once upon a time, I was trying to write a movie script. But there's a lot going on when you're dealing with my profession, and I don't really have time, and I'm like tired of sometimes like this, and I'm trying to build this platform right here. So I haven't been really able to grasp my writing potential. But what I have been doing for my podcast, for these stories, I've been writing out the stories to make sure there's no gap in the story, to make sure I have a cool segue and make sure that everything flows like they should, or how I think they should. At the same time, when I'm dealing with things like my network building, it's basically just asking this person, what can they do? Asking this person, what can they do? Asking another person, what can they do? I have a lot of people that I know, a lot of friends, family, associates, whatever, and they have talent. So what I'm trying to do with this network building thing, I'm trying to build a conglomerate, you know what I'm saying, of multiple situations to come together to make one beautiful outcome, man.
Explain the benefits of podcasting or network building.
One of the benefits of podcasting is getting your points of view out there, getting your story out there, letting people know that a lot of times you're really just like them. Even though you may see me with this fly suit on, with this, you know what I'm saying, tie, basically though, I'm really just like everybody else. And the people that are in these stories, they know how I came up. Came from the Mississippi Delta. There's not a lot of resources in the Mississippi Delta. Once again, we have 2 major industries where I'm from. A place called Baxter where they make medical equipment, and Walmart. If those 2 industries shut down, it's going to be a problem. So what I'm doing, I'm just telling stories, and I'm just bringing people in. And the thing about it is, if those other entities shut down in our hometown, the thing about it is, if we build a network, we can at least hire someone else to make sure that their income is supplemented because they're going to be laid off or fired.
Right. So, why have you chosen podcasting as mediums to help others?
The reason why I chose podcasting is to show that if I can do it, being from where I'm from, and my homeboys, my homegirls, they know where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? They know how I came up. And the thing about that is, if I can do it, anybody can do it. The thing about it is, a lot of people ask me what made me start a YouTube channel, and I had told them time, because when COVID hit, we had like a lot of time on our hands. We wasn't going anywhere, and I had like a lot of stories to tell. Because when I give my friends, we always come together and be like, "Hey man, you remember when this right here happened? Hey, you remember when that right there happened?" Of course, I was there. You know what I'm saying? So of course I remember having. So at the same time, when I moved, and I tell people how I came up, a lot of times people didn't believe it. They looked at me like, "Man, you lying." You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it, now that it's documented, anybody can always go back and check it out themselves to see if there's any inconsistencies that I have in my podcast or my show from when I tell a story again.
Gotcha. So, do you think there's a stigma to building a network or working together?
There is a stigma. A lot of the stigma comes from generational situations. A lot of the stigmas come from being able to trust this person or trust that person, because we know that there are people in the community, when you try to help them, they hit you with a Shanghai move, or they shice you out your money. And at the same time, another one of the stigmas is dealing with us, because there is a stigma or a stereotype that we have what? Bad customer service. Now, is that true? I have seen instances where there have been bad customer service. Can I put that as a generalization on all of our businesses? I cannot. But when it comes to working together, and sometimes people don't want someone else to get what they have or make it to their level. But if we build this network, everybody can be on the same level, and that level would be what? Success.
Right. What advice do you have for people in regards to building a network and working together? The
first thing you gotta do, in my situation, I think that you have to buy things from these people. You know what I'm saying? You have to go to them, ask them what service do they have, learn about their services, purchase some of their services. In other words, you're investing in them. And you know how to say, well, talk is cheap, but once you start setting out those dollars, be it cakes, be it surveillance systems, be it pins, you know what I'm saying, being websites being built, once you start seeing people and they start being t-shirts that I purchased from other people, once they start seeing that you're really about it because you're spending that money, now they see that, okay, he's really about what he's saying. And the thing about it is, once that network start being built, now we can start building trust amongst ourselves or the people in our network. And once we build our network, we can branch out and try to bring other people in based on what we're doing.
How important is the MoonDog38732 show to you?
Man, if you have noticed, it's so important to me that to my friends and people that know me, I don't even go by my government names anymore. I just go by MoonDog or MoonDog38732 or something like that, right? It's important to me because my friends also get a chance to chime in on some of the stories that we have. I have people texting me, "Hey, MoonDog, you remember this right here when this happened?" Or I have a friend that say, "Hey, I don't quite remember like that." I mean, like, well, that's how I remember. You know what I'm saying? You know how sometimes you could be in the same place as somebody else, but there's multiple different stories of the same thing that happened? With that being said, and I use the MoonDog38732 show to do what? Sometimes, man, people just need a joke, a laugh. And I tell them my life, and they were like, some people laugh at it, but at the time it was serious as I don't know what, because I went through a lot. But then when they see it, and they see the person that I am today, they can't do anything but laugh and take enjoyment out of what I do. So what I do with the show right now, I'm just bringing some enjoyment. At the same time, I'm also interviewing Black-owned businesses, which that's another playlist I have on my site.
I heard you use the term success. What's your definition of success?
not being the only one to make it, being able to bring someone else in so that they can achieve their goals, allowing them to bring someone else in so they can achieve their goals, bringing multiple people up. If I'm the only one to make it, so to speak, I actually failed. If I'm the only one that's coming through town in a new car, I've actually failed. If I'm the only one that can be shown in a new house, I've actually failed. If I'm the only one that can pay for my kids to go to school or make a trust fund for my kids or grandkids, I've actually failed. So it's all about, for me, bringing multiple people up so they can also bring multiple people up. That's my definition of success.
So what are some of your immediate goals?
Some of my immediate goals, hey man, getting people to like, subscribe, share to the MoonDog38732 show. Also, to get some people to go to the merchandise site at the MoonDog38732 show, myshopify.com. The MoonDog38732 show, myshopify.com. And buy something at the same time. Go to the blog site. Because I know some of y'all say y'all in Facebook jail because you can't say what you want or how you feel. That's what the purpose of the MoonDog38732 show.com blog is about. You can come over there. We got freedom of speech. And long we gotta make sure to be respectful of other people's opinions, right? But that's what it's for. Come over here, man. Come on over here, man, and get some of your friends. Some of y'all got 5,000 Facebook friends. Remember I made that video about those tithes offerings? Bring on some of them friends. I need 10% of your friends to subscribe to my show. That's all I need. I need 10% of your friends to go to the blog site. I need 10% of your friends to buy some merchandise, which would be a beautiful thing if you did all three. But I'll take one right now.
I noticed you mentioned kids, grandkids, building networks within your communities and stuff like that. What motivates you?
What motivates me is being from where I'm from, seeing how we don't have a lot going on, seeing that, if you know what a shotgun house is, a lot of my friends came from shotgun houses, and in certain areas, we still have situations where there aren't a lot of resources. So, the nectar of the gods, water. So if we can have some of those resources to be replenished or have our own resources, that to me would be a beautiful thing. And at the same time, the kids, grandkids, and stuff like that, we gotta pass something down. We gotta pass something down more than just trauma. We gotta pass something more down than just negative situations where my dad get drunk, I got drunk, my dad smoked, so I smoked, my granddad. No, we gotta do something more than that. What about the people that say, my dad owned a business, so now I have my own business? You don't have to have the same business as your dad or your mom, but can you have your own business, period? So I'm trying to pass down more things than just those negative situations. We're trying to pass down things that are positive, like businesses. I have a lot of cousins that have businesses, which I will try to link them into this description.
I really do think that the MoonDog38732 show is a great movement. But what is the ultimate goal of your whole movement? The podcast, the writing, the network building. What's your ultimate goal?
Actually, my ultimate goal is to bring some things back to my hometown. I would like to bring something to my hometown, like a production studio where I can teach kids or young adults how to make videos, how to do sound editing. I can bring in people like my boy Diggerhurst, aka Dante Lee. He can come in one day or a week or something. We can hook him up, and he can come in and do what? He can teach them how to make beats, arrange music, and things like that. I can holler my boy Fly Zone. He can come in and do his motivational speaking thing and do his teaching thing. I can have Zena with the Heavenly Cakes. I can have who made that pound cake, Rhonda, come in, and they can come in and do what? They can show them how to bake and things like that. So once we come in and we come in together, my ultimate goal is to bring those resources back to my hometown, as well as financial literacy. How to read real estate contracts and things like that. We need to know those things. So my ultimate goal is to bring resources back in the form of education, but at the same time, a lot of it's going to be hands-on. I'm not going to be up there talking you to death. I'm not going to be up there lecturing you to death because I know after about 5-10 minutes, some of y'all going to zone out. It's going to be a lot of hands-on situations once I get my ultimate goal realized, which be the first step, be that production studio. I want to be like Tyler Perry as far as his studio.
Alrighty. So, are there any other projects that you're working on right now?
Right now, I was talking to my in one of my videos, I talked to my guy T.Y. Walker about getting a domino tournament in our hometown because he's done it before and his was successful. So I want to also make a domino tournament. I want to get it done this year, but at the same time, with my domino tournament, I want to make sure that people can have their wares, their vendors, like Felicia, she can come in with her cups and things like that. And people can be out there selling their food, they can have their t-shirts and all those things like that. And we can just come in and we just have a beautiful thing. But not only is the people going to win as far as prizes, first, second, third, and fourth place prizes, but the people that vendors, they're also going to be able to win because we're going to be out there supporting each other and spending money with each other.
All right, guys, so you have heard it all from the MoonDog38732 show. Is there anything you would like to close out with?
Hey, man, the only thing I'm going to close out is with this. Hey, man, thank y'all for y'all support. Appreciate it. But at the same time, hey, man, watch the show, like the show, subscribe to the show, share the show, comment. The MoonDog38732 show merchandise can be found at the MoonDog38732 show, myshopify.com. The MoonDog38732 show, myshopify.com. At the same time, go to the MoonDog38732show.com blog site and holler my boy Thick Pens, man. He made this beautiful pen for me, black and gold. Y'all know I'm a chosen for life. With that being said, man, I'll holler at y'all cats later. And I'm still the best domino player in the world. Bye.